The Three Mics are coming home Saturday, September 28th. We're going to be at Bricky's Comedy Club with special guest host Nick Osmond. Tickets are online now at brickyscomedy.com. For those who don't know, we are hanging out with Kevin Ruppert here at Bricky's Comedy Club.
What's up, guys? Because
we're going to be here. We're going to be here. Oh man, I'm in all three cameras, flipping everybody off. Fuck yeah!
Have you ever seen a grown man naked?
Yeah, of course. I camp.
Cool.
Yeah.
What does camping have to do with it?
You guys don't all just get naked when you go camping together?
Yes. I've got a Planet Fitness membership. Yeah. So, I've seen
I mean, them pull-up bars tend to be pretty nude.
I do too.
Exactly.
I never use it. Like most people, I joined it when it was like $1 a month, and then I just never canceled it. And now, but I think that the number they're trying to charge isn't even the card isn't even active anymore. So, fuck them.
I have a Planet Diddy membership. I just lather up in oil and stare at everybody else.
That's a lot of grown men naked.
Make copious amounts of eye contact.
I wonder how many people are going to fall down with him.
Oh my God, so many.
I wonder how many people have gone down on.
I wonder. 14-year-olds he's gone down on.
I'm gonna actually take that camera off that table and have it because it's just shaking every time one of us talks.
Do you need me to like make it tall?
Could you do that actually since you're sitting right there? Yeah, it's literally every time one of us talks, I watch like an earthquake happen next to Kevin that neither of us is experiencing.
2 hours later.
We've never done this before, so we're not Johnny Woods. We don't take our shit everywhere we go. I like to keep it stationary because of this. This is we'll take it. Yeah, we'll take it. I can mess with it from here. Yeah, we're not. I don't usually like to move my. I don't want to say how much money worth of podcasting equipment around Dayton, like Johnny Woods. To all the love and respect to Johnny Woods, but like, no, I'm good. I don't want to do that. So
you've said the words Johnny Woods so many times it doesn't sound like a real word anymore.
Roads.
You say it a third time, he just appears.
Oh, fuck.
On any podcast.
I have not seen the new Beetlejuice yet, unfortunately.
Bro, I just realized I thought that was on the back. That's hanging.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't realize that was hanging.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the backdrop has been a work in progress. It's actually like hard styrofoam. It doesn't really look like it from a distance.
No, it doesn't.
But yeah.
Well, you are autistic.
No, I totally am. That's why I know I'm also evil. That's why I know.
Yeah.
Elon Musk is the most evil autistic person known man.
Did you see he's changing the settings for the block button on Twitter now? Where now if you block somebody, they can still see all your shit. They just can't comment on it. Which defeats the entire purpose of the block button.
Well, you can also talk shit.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, you can talk shit to him. What pisses me off about him is like it's always like for you. You know how it says for you?
Yeah.
And it always shows me him, and I'm like, I don't even like follow you, or do I care?
Yeah.
Just because you own this company, like it's literally for you.
Yeah. I'm good.
I search like facial cum shot porn on Twitter all the time, and I never scroll my For You page and see any facial cum shot porn. It's not for me.
No. I agree. What's your what's the porn like on your suggested feed there, Kevin?
Oh, man, that's actually a really interesting question. I'm kind of trying to think of what the go-tos are.
Because I spent 3 hours recently in a car with Jarrell Beeman.
Oh, Jarrell, yeah.
And Ray Jackson and Zach Thompson all at the same time. And so
Jarrell is like a porn savant or something. Like he can recite, like he can tell you every video on Pornhub, like categorically, chronologically.
Yeah.
That's called an addict.
Sure.
Yeah,
that's
well, I mean, I can do it too. I just don't flaunt it.
Yeah, that is knowledge that I don't just want to put on.
Like, I don't want
Front
everybody.
Street for everybody.
I don't want everybody knowing my spanking habits. Like, that's for me. It's for me and the lady. What lady? You'll never know. I'll probably never know.
What's the weirdest porn that ever did it for you?
Oh, that ever did it for me?
Yeah.
Oh God, I don't know. I mean,
What's the weirdest porn that Diddy ever did for you?
well, there was
I like
this.
to watch billionaires die.
I like to watch. Yeah.
You know how many times I came during that submarine
Oh
incident?
my God.
But do you know how upset I was when I found out that that happened in like a fraction of the time that it takes to blink your eyes? Like
Yeah.
they didn't even suffer.
I
They
still
didn't
have,
even know like what was happening.
I
Yeah,
watched
they
a whole
sucked, man.
video where like a physicist like walked me through, or a biologist walked me through like just exactly how fast that is, and it's like your brain
Can't.
can't even comprehend how fast it is. Our brain doesn't process anything
Yeah.
that fast.
I was thinking about this is kind of fucked up, but I was thinking about that with like 9/11, like the people who were in the planes that like hit the towers. Like, did they instantaneously? Hopefully, it just cut to black. You know.
Well, I mean
That's what you would.
That's
hope
what happened
for.
at the end of The Sopranos.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
That's what happens at the-
actually.
Exactly.
That's,
Hey, I haven't seen the end of Sopranos.
Here's the wild part. That's actually Sopranos.
Yeah.
Ending is 9/11.
Oh,
it's
smart.
a-
Okay.
Yeah, that's the reboot.
Tony. Well, I mean, hey, it takes place during the Clinton administration and it ends.
Yeah. Yeah, but I would think with stuff like that, with like what was the Titan submersible, whatever that thing was, and then with like, you know, a plane hitting a mountain or a building or something, I would think it's pretty instantaneous.
You would think. I mean, I don't know. I thought about that when I was watching like Star Wars. Like when they blow up Alderaan,
Yeah.
is there anybody out there still just kind of like like Rose after the Titanic sank, just
Right.
like looking for a whistle to like looking for one of the lifeboats, like pick me up, I'm not dead. This part still has atmosphere.
That's fucking funny.
It would be I would like to think that those brave heroes
The
Didn't have to
terrorists
suffer.
did well.
In Star Wars? Or,
Oh, my bad.
what?
We are
Oh,
at
man.
8 minutes. It took us to get completely off the fucking rails. All right, that's a new record for us.
Anyway, weirdest porn that ever got it.
I'm still trying to think of something, and I honestly it was probably like the first time I ever like watched a step sibling porn to completion, because step sibling porn is weird to me because I am a step
It is
sibling,
weird.
and also I feel like it's weird to be into your family. Like I feel like I shouldn't have to qualify that, but I'm going to.
I don't
mean,
really watch
I'm not.
porn.
I'm not weird for not being into step sibling porn.
I like the porns that adjust it to like step cousin, because then like that extra
that even a
degree
thing?
of separation, like, you know,
Yeah.
makes it
So
a little
just
more
like
No,
Friends?
I do have one.
Exactly.
I do have one, and it's in that same vein. And I think I tried a bit about this one time and it never took. But it was I watched one, and it was the title was like a college student seduced by his lesbian stepmoms, and I was like, wait, I have to do some Ancestry.com math on that. Hang on, because it's like. So he has two moms that are both his stepmoms. Neither of them are his birth mom, but they're married to each other, but they somehow both have custody of him, neither of his birth parents,
dead.
but he still lives with them, and he's old.
they died in 9/11.
All roads really do lead back to 9/11 for you.
Yeah, they do. I gotta go.
But yeah, it's probably the one, because yeah, like the more you try to think about how that relationship works to where that's not weird, it makes your brain hurt a little bit.
I think the riddle was arousing. Like basically like trying to figure out the family tree was kind of.
I do love puzzles. I mean I am known for doing like
That's something the Riddler jerks off to.
yeah. I do a crossword every morning. I have and that's not a joke. So I do love puzzles. I got off on trying to figure that out.
And to this day,
I'm hard thinking about it right now. I want to go home and try to figure out that family tree.
I think
like
we should,
26 years later, you still haven't figured it out.
Yeah.
I think we should start an erotic escape room. I don't think that exists yet.
It's just
And I
it's
am-
just
No,
your- it's
go
just your
on.
uncle
No,
trying
I'm
to
in.
molest you.
I'm in. Please
I'm
continue.
fully willing to abandon Bricky's as a comedy club and turn it into Bricky's Erotic Escape Room. If you guys are on board,
Walk me
I think
through it,
we can
man.
make this happen.
Let's get the elevator pitch. Let's do this.
I didn't really think this through, but
Oh shit! All right, let's
There's a priest.
We just found our episode, guys. We're workshopping how to make an erotic escape room.
Your uncle trying to molest you.
Just try to fuck your way out.
Just
Diddy's
go
in
to
the
a Diddy party.
Diddy's in the corner.
he's probably got it under like copyright or something like that.
Yeah.
It's,
But you imagine it would be pretty easy to just slide out
that's yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
because of all the
There was
lube and baby
so
oil.
much lube there, guys. Follow the Dayton comedy scene on social media at Gem City Comedy or learn more at www.gemcitycomedy.com.
I'm glad my wife doesn't watch this pod.
Now, God,
This will be the 1 week she does.
I know. My mother will always check the thumbnail and title before she checks out the show. When we did the episode about our first time, she was just like, "Oh, I won't be watching that episode."
Fair.
That's fair.
At least you named it something to, because that's a good way to let her know.
I did that on
Yeah.
purpose. It's also why I started like doing like labeling the chapters of the episode on
Yeah.
YouTube.
You should name this episode that moms definitely want to watch.
Kevin, what was your first time like?
Wow. Oh, I mean,
So every time we have a guest, we're going to ask them
We're
that.
gonna ask them that
You're our
question.
first ever guest.
Yeah,
so
you're the first guest we've ever had.
Bathroom.
wow.
You don't want to hear about Kevin's
It's
first time?
it's a really interesting. I feel like it was.
Was it to the movie Interstellar?
That would have been awesome. It's actually a really good film. But no, I feel like it was okay. You know, it was brief, which you would anticipate. you know,
Sure.
with the first time. But yeah, it was all right. No,
You refer to the time frame
no
as
complaints.
seconds or minutes?
Not to brag, but minutes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that was circa 2000. Oh, damn, 2007 or something. Yeah, long time ago.
Not bad.
That was 08, 09.
The year of the dog.
It's
E-style.
Actually, I don't know.
yeah.
What was 2007 in
What
the
was-
The year of
Chinese thing?
the year of the raw dog.
The year of the raw
that
dog.
was
Did you the first time?
It was the year of the pig.
was it really? First time.
Or were you?
No. There was protection.
Were you still a paranoid teenager? Like not
Yep.
teenager. I was 20.
It was. Well. Not to speak out of class or whatever the term is.
Have you been on this
that's-
fucking show for more than 5 seconds?
But no, it was so it was in my girlfriend at the time, her dorm room, but she had a roommate,
Oh.
so we had to coordinate schedules.
Oh,
just kind of
you didn't do
interesting.
the old-fashioned thing of just like get over it. This is happening.
I just
But you had phones
that,
on.
That eventually did take place, but first time it was all on the
That's
on the
true.
up and up.
That's true.
Yeah.
Especially as a guy, like I don't want my first time to be witnessed by others.
Yep.
Oh,
Hell, dude, if I could find a way to do it without even her realizing, oh god, no, scratch that.
no.
That's not what I meant.
I can't if somebody else is if I know somebody else
Yeah.
could hear. I can't. I can't. I don't know. I don't want other people knowing the sounds I make.
So this was
don't.
literally this was less than a year ago, but there was a girl I was seeing in Dayton, and she had one of those. It was like a duplex,
Oh, yeah.
but the other unit
Ah!
the other it was like divided by like a hallway. But but the hallway is kind of like a common area that anybody else in the building can access, and it's frequently trafficked by people from both apartments because they have to go downstairs to do laundry and stuff. So me and this chick are we're doing the thing. What can we say on the three mics? Is this? It's pretty
Dude.
much
We fucking.
Yeah, dude.
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
You fucking. Yeah.
So that's what's happening, and then that things are getting a little bit loud and stuff, and so the chick I was seeing, like it kind of made her more excited that like the person above her would get mad, which is it's an unusual psychological situation.
I get that.
But she liked pissing off the guy upstairs.
And she like
So she
pissing
liked to be-
on you.
There you go.
Later.
But no, so she would literally, I think she would be like extra loud on purpose. So then, yeah, things are getting kind of crazy and stuff. And then at some point we realized that the whole time the door to the common area had been open.
Shit, yeah.
And people had been going back and forth to the laundry area. We were fully in view that whole time.
Nice.
So that was unintentional, public display, but
Excellent.
Not bad.
relatively
Not bad
recent.
at all. Almost got arrested once
Yeah,
doing it in the car. Yeah.
that
Really?
can happen.
Yeah, with my ex fiance with the girl I lost my virginity to, we had already done it in the car, and we had just been we liked to go driving around at night because we were too young to drink, couldn't go to a bar. She lived with her grandma, and her grandma was a bitch. Wouldn't let me in the house, like wouldn't let any boyfriends in the house, and my parents coming over to my house was just not fun. Like my parents were just kind of wet blankets at the time, so we would just go driving around, and so we were just chilling in the car, and a cop came over and checked on us and thought we were doing it, and I wanted so bad to be like, no man, we did that like 2 hours ago. But also like where we were at was just in like this big cul-de-sac. Like my house was like within eyesight view. Like the guy looked at my address and went, why aren't you just over there? And I'm like, because my parents are there, dude. The Three Mics are coming home Saturday, September 28th. We're going to be at Bricky's Comedy Club with special guest host Nick Osmond. Tickets are online now at brickyscomedy.com.
I ended up having a bit of a tryst with a couple on Tinder one time. I think
How does Kevin have the best stories?
I've probably told all of you guys this.
I don't think
at
I've
some point.
ever heard this story.
Really?
And I've interviewed
thought I
you
had told.
at length.
I've told tons of the. Pretty much just
what's a
people in the
tryst?
comedy scene, but so I was
three-way
with my ex
relationship.
for 17 years, and we broke up in 2022. So I gave it about 6 months, like no dating, anything like that. Just kind of like, finding my footing, all that stuff. And then early 2023, I got on Tinder for the first time. And within
For the first time ever?
First time ever, yeah.
Because you've been with her for so long.
Exactly. Yeah. Since I was like 16 when we got together. So yeah. So I got on Tinder for the first time, and within the first few minutes, I accidentally swiped right on my ex's best friend. I don't know how it had, but you know how like when you're on the dating app, like you guys previously have been on them. I'm
Currently
sure.
am.
I've never done Tinder.
Never done it. Vander, you ever done any of the dating apps?
Just me, man.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Currently
Gotcha.
am.
And so what guys do on dating apps typically is you'll just swipe as much as possible because it's a law of averages game. So every chick that looks reasonably attractive, you just swipe right.
Can I give you a
So
pro
that's-
tip?
Go ahead, man.
Don't do that. The apps
Yeah?
think you're a bot.
Really?
The apps think you're a bot if you do that because nowadays those things are so prevalent
Oh, okay.
that
Yeah.
you
Are
actually.
you in a position to take advice from Shay?
No, I'm only saying that because I actually had to deal with that. Because
Okay.
that was what I used to do, and I got flagged for it. And they said when
Okay.
you do that, it makes us think your account is a bot account that's just.
That actually makes a lot of
Yeah.
sense. I get that.
Yeah. I'm not telling you how to date. I'm just telling
Sure.
you,
How to-
hey, this is what has not worked for me. So
Gotcha.
unless you want to end up like me, don't do what I do.
I see what you mean. But yeah, so accidentally swipe right on my ex's best friend. Super embarrassed. Sent her a message and apologized. Because my ex and I just broke up a few months before that. So if I had done it on purpose, it'd be a weird thing to do. But yeah, I was so embarrassed by the situation that I was like, okay, I have to do something tonight to like wipe this memory from my brain. And so I was like, the first message I get, because at this point I'd been on Tinder for maybe 20 minutes. It was like the first message I get, I'm going to respond and I'm going to like meet up with whoever this chick is. So first message I get is from a profile that it's not a regular name. It just says looking. And it's like, just neck down basically. And this chick sends me a message and she's like, hey, would you want to meet up in, I think it was like Fairborn or something. And
Classy.
yeah.
At Foy's, probably.
Say it again.
At Foy's?
I don't remember the name of the place, but what was interesting was she said we would like to meet with you tonight, and then I looked at the profile again, and it was a couple that was seeking someone to like team up
Dude
with.
girl couple or girl couple?
Dude girl couple.
Okay.
And my understanding, again, I'm new to the dating world, but my understanding was like anytime you're like getting into something resembling, not that this is polyamory or whatever, but anytime you're getting into something resembling that, there's like a meetup of some sort, like kind of a meet and greet, just like,
Yeah,
you just
that makes
show
sense.
up,
Sure.
like you kind of get to know each other, you make sure the vibe is good or whatever.
You got to get a Gen Admin ticket before you get the VIP. Yeah, I
Yeah,
get it.
yeah, exactly.
It's
So
a great way of looking at it.
So I wasn't thinking I'm definitely going to do something tonight, but I was like, what can it hurt to go meet with this couple in Fairborn, And the woman looks reasonably attractive.
Always a plus.
So what's that, man?
Always a plus.
Oh, for sure.
Sorry, sometimes I forget that I'm the only one wearing headphones.
So anyway, I go up to this, it's at this point, it's like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning by the time we schedule this meetup. So I go up to this bar in Fairborn, and I show up, meet this couple. They seem like very like just kind of standard upstanding citizens or whatever. So we're kind of like hanging out, and she looks at her husband and she's like, all right, you want to go give him the talk? I was like, what? I have no idea what's about to happen. But I was like, hey, let's step outside. Let's talk about whatever you want. And
He just fights you out there.
right.
It's all a bait so he can fight people.
So we get out there, and he was like, hey, like, do you know what a cuck is? You ever heard that term? Yeah.
Nice.
And
Well done, sir.
yeah, I was like, I mean, I think vaguely,
I'm a comic. I'm familiar with the term.
You try to comfort him and be like, I don't use that word.
Like, I think that's a little derogatory, but yeah, no. So I was like, yeah, I believe so. And he's like, well, that's what I am. And he's like, and my wife has taken a liking to you.
Why does it sound so Kentucky?
I know, right? My wife's taking a liking to you.
But what was wild about it was he was like, but we're trying to really keep this on the down low. Cause like, I mean, I don't know what these people do in New Carlisle or whatever it is, but I think they're like politicians or something.
Shit.
Well, I probably shouldn't even, who knows? I don't know what they do.
We said no names. It's fine.
Yeah. So
Describe nothing.
So he's like, we got a hotel like down the street. So a few minutes from now, we'll kind of discreetly, we'll leave a little bit separately, but we'll tell you where it's at and you meet us down there. And so sorry this story's taking so long,
No.
guys. I didn't,
God, please.
So yeah, I follow him down to the hotel, and everything starts out like, I mean, it was so wild how like the juxtaposition of what was about to happen and what like the general tenor of the conversation, because we were like talking about like inflation and like discussing like politics and stuff. And they give me like a Jack and Coke. So we're just sitting there, just kind of chilling out.
That's how you know. That's how you know they want to swing. They give you a Jack and
that's
Coke.
a standard drink.
That's right.
Standard drink.
So then this guy, he goes, hey, I'm going to go take a smoke break. And he kind of like makes like a hand gesture, like this is some sort of code for something. And then she goes, I'm going to go freshen up. Like she does this. And I'm like, what is happening right now?
I didn't get the memo.
That's right. I knew none of the terminology.
Were you like, I'm just going to pull my dick out?
Oh man. So yeah, she goes into the bathroom. He goes outside, and I'm just sitting alone in this hotel room, just drinking, this Jack and Coke or whatever.
Oh my God! Out of the mini bar. Fuck.
Yeah. And then, so then she comes out and she's wearing like shorts, and she just starts like twerking on the bed, and I'm like, is this how it starts? And she was like,
is this the mating
yeah,
dance?
this is
The cuck mating dance.
And so then, we started.
Was there music playing?
No, there was no music. No music.
Acapella twerking.
Yeah, and
Acoustic twerking.
You just hear
Right,
air.
right.
No, she's creating
It
the
was,
sickest of beats with her cheeks, dude.
And
It
her,
actually-
the cracking of her knees.
it was
How
weird-
old were these people?
pretty much same age as all of us. Like
Oh, shit.
mid 30s.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
usually it's an older couple doing this shit.
Yeah, this was it's kind of like young middle age.
Okay,
Kinda.
all right.
Go
Go off, Kevin.
But yeah, so we start doing stuff, and then the husband walks in, and my initial reaction was I was like, oh shit, like that was my like instinct. But then I look over, and he's like more excited than anybody. Like he's the most excited.
Like a fucking
Person.
He's
dog.
the hardest.
Yeah, and so then it continued. And
Watching that golden retriever.
well, I'll tell you.
fucking want to play with the ball.
The thing that offended me a little bit though was he turned on Netflix while
Man,
it was
what the
happening.
fuck?
This is true. That's true. And he put on that stupid Burt Kreischer show, like a Cabin in the Woods.
Oh, come
Yeah.
on.
And so I was a little bit like, dude, like,
At
come
least
on.
put on
I mean,
Vampire Diaries. Come on,
Yeah.
dude. Shit.
exactly.
Can't get off the Fortune Feimster waxing Bert Kreischer's butthole.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, that's what it is? I could get off to that.
It's a part of it.
That show's crazy.
I need to watch that.
But yeah, so it continued, and well, this was another weird moment. So there was one instance where, so guys, I mean, this is embarrassing to admit, but I'm not like
We're
I'm
all
not
friends here. We're all friends here.
I appreciate it. I'm not an orgy type of person. I'm not like that type of, and I'm not like built for that. Like these people are nymphomaniacs. Like they do it all the time.
Yeah.
They want to go round after round. You know, so we did a round, and then I was like ready to like take a nap or something, like or just chill out for a little bit. Well, she wanted to continue going, so then I kind of like mustered up the, whatever energy I had left to start round two.
But at that point, isn't it the husband's job to tag in?
That's where I'm going. Is that
I'm sorry.
I started kind of joke because I was getting tired, so I started making jokes. So I said, yeah. So I was legitimately viewing this at like in the same mental frame as like a stand-up gig, because it's like I'm really nervous for this. Like I don't even know if I have the skill set, but I'm just gonna do it, And so anyway, I started making jokes, and one of the things I said was I was like, hey, the guy's name, I won't say the guy's name.
Don't say it.
But I told the guy, I was like, hey, you want to tag in over here? And she was like, he can't satisfy me with that tiny dick. And then I was like, whoa, like, hey, like, let's not be impolite. Like, that's a rude thing to say. And then she had to tell me, she's like, no, like he likes it when I say stuff like
He
that.
sounds like that.
And then I was like, oh, okay, so that's part of it as well.
You're trying to be so cordial.
Yeah, I was
You're trying to
trying.
be so cordial to
Hey,
a
now.
cuck.
I was trying to be, yeah.
That is the whole opposite. He's trying to be cordial to a cuck. That is exact opposite.
Yep.
You fucking spit in that guy's face. That's what he.
Oh man.
But also, I'd be like, okay, so how small are we talking though? Like,
I wonder if that's how other scenarios go. Like you said, he walked in and he was like really, really happy.
Right.
I wonder if there's been scenarios where like the guy like has a really small dick too.
Oh, that's a good
And he
point.
just walks
Yeah.
in and he's like,
No, that was but that was one of the screening questions. She made me give her like stats.
Detailed.
Yeah, before she invited me to Fairborn. So she has a
she
screening.
needs the specs.
Yeah.
Before
So she has
buys
a,
this
she has a
device.
screening process to make sure that there's like a minimum. It's like you have to be this tall to, you know what I'm saying?
be ridden.
Right. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, everything eventually wrapped up, and yeah, she went to bed, and I talked to the dude about sports for like 2 hours.
Dude,
And then
dude, that's fucking hilarious.
it was insane.
That
I
might
do
be-
hear that JD Vance holds good conversations.
He actually did look a little bit like. Come to
Yeah.
think of it, he
Doesn't
looked,
surprise
And
looked a
she
little bit
did
like
fuck
JD
a
Vance.
lot like a couch. Come to think of it,
Exactly.
it may have just been the bed with a wig on.
It's quite possible,
That's so funny.
but
that is one
Yeah,
of the
that
best
was-
stories I've ever heard, man. Holy shit.
that was my weirdest Tinder experience for sure.
What has it been like living with him for the last 2 years?